Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Hales Corners Sim Racing League. Tonight from Limaland Speedway. Late models on tap first. Normally these guys go with the street stocks and then move into the bigger cars, but tonight with the extended feature for the street stocks, they will be in the late models first. 25 the drivers checked in right now. Watching different cars get around. About a minute and 40 seconds, they will get ready to go to their qualifying. We'll take a quick look at the points in this series right now. Derek Failing atop the points standings, 104 markers. One solitary point ahead of Reed Rundle and 4 points ahead of Ryan Fisher. And then a mere 6 points ahead of Jason Schilling sitting in fourth. But your top three only separated by 4 points heading into the evening. All three of those drivers in attendance right now. Guys, do not forget to say hello in the chat. We can see it. Doesn't matter where you are. Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. If you're on YouTube and Twitch, subscribe to the channel. If you're on Facebook, drop by the Dirt Racing Network. Give us a like, a share, and a follow. And jump over to your app store on your smartphone. Doesn't matter if it's the iPhone or the Android. Racecast is the app you're looking for. Doesn't matter where you are. You can always watch great sim racing. Find out a lot about what's going on in the real world of racing. They got flea market. Have some schedules up over there for different things. So be sure to download the Racecast app. Practice about to wind down. We'll get ready to go to qualifying. When they go to qualifying, it is time for our pre-race ceremonies. Mr. Hull's car blinking just a little bit. Look at the 15 car of David Kinjerski right here at the end of practice. So 25 checked into the pits. 25 will take time, and we will go to our pre-race ceremonies.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, big thank you to Mr. and Mr. Foley for their invocation and national anthem. Right now, Andy Gross, that 14 car on the screen, quick in qualifying, 13.267 seconds. Rita Rundle, 13,293, and then we drop into the mid-13s at David Kinjerski. Brandon Hull in the 4th spot, and Blake Johnson sitting in 5th. 25 cars took time. We are just waiting for the rest of the qualifying session to run out so we can get ready to run these heat races. Should be a quick one tonight, guys, for session number 1. Session 2 will have a little bit longer feature. 35 cars scheduled to be in, or 35 laps, excuse me, scheduled to be in our first feature. Taking a good look at Nick Subia car right there. Out of turn 2, he brought that thing right in the infield, parked it right there. 8th on the speed chart, 13,375 for Mr. Sobiek. Dean Walick. Maybe his first time with the series. Do not remember that name. I know we've only been doing this for about 3 weeks, but I do not recall seeing that name in here before. If he was here last week, I forgot, he may have had a bad night. But either way, qualifying about to wrap up. It is time to go to heat races. I'm pretty sure we have 3 of those on tap. We'll get ready to line them up here on the front stretch, one at a time. 3 heat races for us. Run through our starting grid here on the pole. The Extreme Speed Cyclone Motorsports number 7, Caledonia, Wisconsin, Steve Nicholas. On the outside of him in the 67 machine going to be R.J. Tackman. Row 2 on the inside, you see it, the skis, number 99, to Brandon Hull. And on the outside of him, the Shark RC Bodies Gross Racing, number 14, from Hartford, Wisconsin, Andy Gross. Third row on the inside, the Burnside Motorsports, number 55, from Franklin, Wisconsin, John Burnside. And to his outside, the Scrubber Dub Car Wash Black Flag Racing, number 8, from Waterford, Wisconsin, Peter Breeze. The fourth row inside, the Extreme Speed Cyclone Motorsports, number 16, from Racine, Wisconsin, Randy Nicholas. And on the outside of him, in the Pride of Tosa, from Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, Randy Brunner. In the back row, all by himself in the Black Flag Racing, number 10, from West Allis, Wisconsin, Tony the Itch Iskowski. So Pace Truck should make its way in. Green flag about to fall. Heat race number 1 about to get underway right here out of turn 4. There's your green flag on the outside row with a pretty good advantage right there. They were on the ball, and it looks like Gross is going to try to work that very high side. He is going to head third into turn 3-4. Contact between second and first. That is going to put Hull back here sideways. A lot of cars going to be backwards. Guys going to be able to drive him away. Still beating and banging. But Tackman has the lead on the end of lap 2 here coming out of turn 4. Andy Gross right in behind him. Steve Nicholas a distant third after that contact he had with Brandon Hull back there. He sits in the 3rd spot. Iskowski's in 4th. Brunner back here in 5th in the 64. Then it's Hull got the car righted, and he's sitting in 6th. But right now, Tackman, and Tackman's got his hands full. Andy Gross been very quick each and every time we've been in the late models. Keeps that 14 car up around the front. And he's looking down the inside of 3 and 4, clips the tire, lifts the left front side up. Cost him a little bit of speed right there. Down through turns 3 and 4. You can see how he's getting that run out of the bottom, just not able to go forward with it. Make the 67 give up much space. This time he may have a shot as Tackman got the car out of shape out of 2. Now gets it righted out of 4. 5 to go. You can see where they're at. They're going to be into lap traffic. I don't think it's going to become a factor. I think in the next 4 laps, I don't think they will catch Mr. Burnside. These two are going to continue to go after each other right here. Gross had to check up. He got the car up the inside, but didn't have the room on the outside of the exit of 2. As Tackman was sitting there, 3 to go. Laps tick off quickly here. 13 seconds to get around the place. R.J. Tackman has led each and every lap. He gets the 2 to go signal. Now out of 2 down the backstretch. Gross trying to mount another run at him here. Just not able to get there. Tackman's running a pretty good line. Running a little wide on the entry. Cutting the car down in the middle. And driving off the bottom on the white flag lap down the backstretch this time. It looks like R.J. Tackman's going to hold on for the win in Heat Race 1. Andy Gross will come home second. Stephen Nicholas in that third spot. Tony Itzkowski. And then Brandon Hall worked his way all the way back to 5th after the early contact in the heat. Peter Brees, Randy Brunner, Randy Nicholas, and John Burnside will round out the Heat 1 field. So we will move on to heat race number 2. Once again, 9 more cars. On the pole, the 007 of Ashton Wheeler. And to his outside, the RLV Faster Motors VLR number 23 from Big Bend, Wisconsin, Nick Sobiek. Row 2 on the inside, the Kiersik Electric LLC, and number 00 from Waukesha, Wisconsin, Blake Johnson. And on the outside of him and the Buddies Racing Equipment TDC Race Team number 43 from Oxford, Michigan, Reed Arundel. Row 3 on the inside, the I-94 Raceway from Slinger, Wisconsin. He drives a 17 car, Dean Burnt, and on his outside in the 33 machine, Kyle Trito. 4th row inside, the 48, Matt Urban. The outside, Dean Walick, the 126. And on the back row by himself, actually not even making the call. I do believe Mr. Budzine kept the car in the trailer. He is running race control this evening. But our buddy from East Troy, Wisconsin, not out on the track currently. So Wheeler and Sobiek off the front row. Waiting for the green hanky from the flagman. He displays it over the track. Heat 2 is underway. Sobiek going to get a good run on the outside through 1 and 2. Little check up there from Wheeler. Gives him the spot. Doesn't turn the car sideways back in 3 and 4. That's going to be Dean Burnt. Right now, Sobiek, Wheeler, Rundle, and Urban in a battle for second. Rundle's got the inside and got about a quarter car length going into 3 and 4. Can he hang on to it on the exit? Too much momentum on the top side for the 007. He takes the spot back. Great battle for second, side by side. And they've been that way since we dropped the green flag. And now Wheeler inches ahead and puts the entire 007 machine out in front of the 43. Getting good runs out of the middle now. He's got that spot for himself. Matt Urban, the 48 car, right in behind the 43 of Reed Rundle. Rundle just a single point out of the lead right now. He needs to make sure he's in the show and then have a good run in the feature. But right now, Sobiek, 23 machine, able to keep that car out in front. About 7 or 8 car lengths over Ashton Wheeler. So we'll go back and take a look here at Walick and Trito going at it side by side. This a battle for 6th and 7th. Walick able to get the 126 machine out in front of the 33 car. Back towards the front. Rundle now starting to put the nose of the 43 back on the inside. Show Wheeler that orange front end. 4 laps to go. Plenty of time to get it done. Sobiek still out in front. Rundle had to check up hard right there. That may cost him another spot. He got a good launch through the center of 3, but the nose of the car picked up a little bit and it kind of shot to the outside. He didn't want to turn Wheeler right there, so he checked the car up. He's able to hang on to 3rd. Right in front of Urban. Now Urban up the inside. I just don't see anybody making moves on the inside and making them work right now. The guy that's hanging the car into the middle is able to get away on the exits. Nick Sobiak. Out in front of this one on the white flag lap into 3 and 4. He's going to see the checks first in heat race 2. Ashton Wheeler second. Matt Urban. Maybe. No. At the line, Reed Rundle gets him back. Urban tried it down in 3 and 4, but he comes home 4th. Blake Johnson 5th. Then Treetoe, Walick, and Burnt. Don't care about those. All right. So, third and final heat race. 8 cars scheduled for this one. On the pole, the Pincala Auto Solutions, number 41 from Oak Creek, Wisconsin, Ryan Fisher. And on the outside of him in the Shark RC Car Bodies, number 112 from Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, Chris Johnson. Row 2 inside, W1 of J.J. Schilling. On the outside of him, the 15th car of David Kinjerski. Third row on the inside, the 051 of Mark Spittelmeister. And on his outside, your current points leader into the series in the 25 car, Derek Failing. Fourth row inside, the 66 of Jason Enoch, and on the outside of him in the Sorens Ford, number 11 from Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, Ricky Johnson. Those are your 8 starters in heat race number 3. All right, pace truck is going in. We are about to go green. Final heat race for the late model session tonight. The green flag is in the air. Good start for 2x2 rows. They come out of turn number 2 in the 41 of Ryan Fisher. Jumps to the lead, but here comes Schilling 3 wide now with Johnson and Fisher. They're still 3 wide through turn 2. Great battle now here for the lead in the third and final heat race. It looks like the 41 car is going to have a chance. Slid a little wide. He gives up the lead. J.J. Schilling, the 1 car now out in front. Here comes another challenge for Fisher. It's Chris Johnson down on the bottom. Gets the car in front. Little contact. Now he's going to get turned all the way around. Move Johnson all the way to the back as he'll get that car spun around and back underway. No caution. So it is Schilling and then Kinjerski, the beneficiary of all that contact. Kept the 15 car up on the top side last time around. He's going to pick up second right here, but Fisher back on the hunt. Now slides the car up the hill. Everybody checking up. Contact there between Failing and Kinjerski. Oh, a lot of give right there. You saw somebody standing on the brake. 66 car. Jason Enoch staying out of the left rear of Derek Failing. Great battle for second right here. Crossover maneuver on the short slide job. That was a really short slide job. He took it in on the bottom, only brought it out to the middle. Did Kinjerski. Now Kinjerski and Failing with a little bump and grind into 3 and 4. That's for third. Give the spot to Derek Failing. Kinjerski back to 4. J.J. Schilling just gone. He is out of here right now. He gets to the line. We'll drop back and show you where Fisher's at. Just coming out of the corner, so he's got almost the entire straightaway lead as he's down to 4 to go. Oh, contact there, Failing. And Kinjerski got together for just a split second. That's going to open the gap for Fisher. Going to come around this time out of 4. He's got 2 to go. Fisher still second. Failing, Kinjerski, Spittelmeister, and Enoch battling, and Spittelmeister has 5th place away from Jason Enoch right now. But right now, J.J. Schilling under the white flag. Final lap. Third and final heat race of this session. He'll pick up the win. He's going straight to the feature. And Ryan Fisher will come home second. Derek Failing, then David Kinjerski, and Mark Spittelmeister in 5th. Enoch, Johnson, and Johnson rounding out the field. So heat race action over for the late model session. We'll get ready to move on to what will be our B main. I believe we get 5 cars from this one. We'll check that real quick for you. Make sure that we know we can get through the lineup very quickly here. 5 to the feature. On the pole will be Randy Bruner. To his outside, Jason Enoch. Row 2 inside, Kyle Trito. Outside, Peter Brees. Dean Walick in the inside position on row number 3 with Ricky Johnson on his outside. Randy Nicholas on the inside of row 4. Dean Burnt to the outside of that row. Row 5 is going to be Chris Johnson and John Burnside. So 10 cars looking for 5 to go to the feature. B main time right here. 5 remain, 5 go home. Green flag is in the air. We are underway. Elimination time here. Hales Corners Speedway Sim Racing Series. Right now, Brunner and Enoch side by side for the lead. They're side by side behind that, Trito and Brees. Brees going to escape into third right there. Oh, Trito tried to come back. A little contact. Everybody's going to get away clean. They're not going to lose any spots. Still, Enoch, Brunner, Johnson now. Ricky Johnson, the 11 car, up to 4th. He got around Walick. Trito has fallen all the way back to the 6th spot. First car on the outside looking in, that 126 car. Sitting in your 5th and final transfer spot. So back to the front. Still a battle for the lead in the B main. Enoch now. The good run off the high side, and he's going to pull 4 or 5 car lengths down the front stretch. Keep himself in the lead. Randy Brunner right behind that. Good battle for third here. Ricky Johnson, Peter Brees side by side. Brees on the bottom. Johnson, the 11 car, up on the top. Now, Brees tried to make a move for second there. Put the car inside on Brunner. Could not make it stick. That's going to lose him a spot to Johnson, who is riding around the top, following your leader, Jason Enoch. Staying straight, married to the upper part of this track now. Married to the outside fence as he escapes that. Halfway home of that time by B main. Enoch still ahead of Brunner. Battle shaping up right here. That's second, third, and fourth. You can still see Dean Walick at 126 car, and he had Trito right on the inside, and I think they might have made a little contact now. Big mistake right there from the 126, and here comes Johnson. Chris Johnson moves him up the hill. They may make contact again on the front stretch. That final transfer spot may go to Dean Burnt on the outside as Walick tried to slam the door. That ends up getting both cars spun around. Now Chris Johnson in the 112 has the spot. Randy Nicholas right on top. 4 to go this time for Jason Enoch. Ricky Johnson second, Peter Brees, Randy Brunner in third, and then Chris Johnson, Brunner's in 4th and Chris Johnson is 5th. Johnson, the beneficiary of all the contact between Walick and Burnt. 3 or 4 laps to go down the backstretch. Ricky Johnson now making a challenge for the lead. Couldn't make it stick on the bottom. 2 to go that time by. Enoch finds the outside wall twice, 3 times. That collects Johnson. That's going to also collect the 8 car of Peter Brees. Brees is going to get it right. I don't know where he's going to fall out of this thing. But now it's Ricky Johnson, Randy Brunner, Jason Enoch. Then a mad dash, 4th, 5th, and 6th right here. That's Chris Johnson and Kyle Trito. Trito, the 33 car, your final transfer car if they finish like this. And at the line, it's Johnson, Brunner, Enoch, Johnson, and Trito. So we'll say goodbye to Nicholas, Brees, Burnside, Burnt, and Walick. And what a physical battle that was just to get into the A main. No rest for the wicked. We are going to go straight to our 20 car, 35 lap feature And it's going to be Ryan Fisher on the pole with Ashton Wheeler on the outside of him. Row 2 inside, Andy Gross, the 14 car, the 1W of J.J. Schilling on the outside of that row. Third row inside, Nick Sobiek, the 23, outside, R.J. Tackman, the 67. 7 car, Steve Nicholas starts inside row number 4 with the 43 of Reed Rundle on his outside. Row 5, Derek Failing, the 25, Tony Ichkowski in the 10 car. 48 of Matt Urban inside row 6 with the 15 of David Konjerski on his outside. Row 7 inside, the 99, Brandon Hull. The outside, the 00 of Blake Johnson. The 8th row, Mark Spittelmeister, the 051, and the 11 of Ricky Johnson inside and out. And on the inside of row number 9, the 64 of Randy Brunnert, the 66 of Jason Enoch on the outside. And in the back row, Chris Johnson will start the 112 machine inside. Kyle Trito, the 33 to his outside. 20 cars, 35 laps. 3/10 of a mile, high bank, tight corners. It's been a little physical thus far. But we are about to go green for 35. Laps in a big checkup. Getting down into 3 once the pace truck dropped off.
Green, green, green.
The green flag is out. We are underway. Hales Corners Speedway Sim Racing League Pro Late Models. Big contact down the back stretch. You saw Schilling. Went to the outside, found Wheeler. Went to the inside. And I believe he found Sobiek right there. Right now, Fisher, Gross, Schilling, your top 3. Then Tackman, Sobiek, Rundle, Wheeler, Urban, Nicholas, and Failing. Derek Failing all the way back in 10th car, way behind Randy Brunner. Barely in front of the leaders right now. No change in the front 5. Good battle. Gonna shape up for 4th right there. Rundle drove the car deep into 3, planted the brakes. Don't think he's gonna get Tackman this time, but he's got a good shot coming out of 2 if the 43 car can find some grip. Now he drives it deep into 3 and 4. He's got the spot. Put Reed Rundle up to the 4th position, at least temporarily. Lap car lets the first 3 cars go. Now the side-by-side battle for 4th goes by on the inside. Rundle and Tackman now with Sobiek right in the middle of this. Rundle takes 4th. Tackman hanging on to 5th right in front of Nick Sobiek. Ryan Fisher still hanging on to the lead. The 41 machine out in front of Randy Gross. Gross seems to always be in the right place at the right time, and he keeps the 14 car in pretty fair condition each and every night. Ready to pounce if the guy in front of him makes a mistake. And right now, Ryan Fisher making 0 mistakes.
All right, man.
J.J. Schilling. Here's our first caution. 051 of Spittelmeister. Let's see what happened to him. Oh, right across Iskowski's front end, and then he gets pummeled by the 00 of Blake Johnson. That's going to probably do it for the 51 car. Everybody taking evasive action back there on the back stretches. Spittelmeister's car bent on all 4 corners. He heads for pit road. So it's going to be Fisher, Gross, Schilling, Rundle, Tackman, Sobiek, Nicholas, Wheeler, Urban, and Failing, the top 10. First caution on lap 12. All right, going to double them up 2 by 2. Get ready to do the restart here. 23 laps to go. Pace truck to the infield. Fisher Kind of had him bottled up. I think everybody behind him tried to time that up, and they missed it by just a split second. Now on the outside, here comes Andy Gross.
Caution is out.
And the caution fell before Gross could have the spot, I think. Let's go see what happened there. 7 car of Steve Nicholas. He looks like he's about inside row number 5 right there. Row number 4. Got a little stacked up, got a little jacked up, and then got a little spun out. So we'll re-rack it, try to do it again. Timing that green flag, very difficult. And if you miss it by a little bit and you're not the guy in front, you can have to check up pretty hard. Cause a whole lot of problems for the guys behind you. All right, pace truck in once again. 18 laps to go this time.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag, back out, car spinning again. Sobiak goes to the inside. Andy Gross with a good start. He's going to have the lead coming out of turn 2. Mad dash for position number 3. Schilling on the outside, Rundle on the inside. 3 wide behind that. Battle for 5th. Jackman, Wheeler, and Urban top to bottom. Now Wheeler ends up sideways a little bit. Had to check the car up. He's going to fall out of that battle. So it'll be Gross, Fisher, Rundle, Schilling, Tackman, Urban, Wheeler, Failing, Hull, and Kinjerski now in the top 10. You see the 64 car of Randy Brunner headed to the infield. Might call it a night for the 64 car. But Andy Gross now has taken the lead. 14 to go this time, and he is starting to get away from Ryan Fisher. Lap traffic. At least one car going to be a factor pretty quickly here. Steve Nicholas, the 7 machine. I think he had problems on the restart. Once again, here comes J.J. Schilling. Schilling, big slider down through 3 and 4. Not going to make that work. Fisher able to cross him over pretty easily. And another good run for the W1 down the backstretch. Does nothing with it this time. Falls back in line. Leader about to experience the 7 car of Steve Nicholas, and Nicholas running pretty much the same line that Andy Gross is running. So see if it does anything to slow up the 14 machine. Down to 11 to go. Gross down the inside, trying to put the 7 car a lap down. Can he get it out of turn 4? Almost has him cleared. Wants to move up. Wants to get up to the top side. This time he's got him cleared. Put Nicholas a lap down. Fisher still back here. Contact for Gross with the outside wall. That lets Nicholas go right back by and closes the gap for Fisher. Lap car really not posing an issue. He's just there. But your leader with a mistake out of 4 the last time allowed everybody to get back. Schilling tried to make another desperate slider into 1 and 2. Now he's got to run down the backstretch. On the inside, trying to keep it out of the 41 car. Fisher's going to escape with the spot again. Now Rundle going to the top side, and caution slows the race. Don't know if it was Johnson or not. It was Ricky Johnson. Clipped the wall, got the car backwards. Now gets it spun around. Back in gear, but that was enough. With company coming, you're going to get a caution every single time. So we're going to be down to a quick shootout here. Well, you get another chance in the street stocks there, Peter. All right, quick look in the top 10. Gross, Fisher, Schilling, Rundle, Techman, Failing, Urban, Wheeler, Hull, and Kinjerski. Still 19 cars on the track. 18 of them still in the lead lap. Good break for Mr. Nicholas, Steve Nicholas. As that caution fell, he had stayed in front of the leaders. So we'll have a 3-lap shootout. Gross and Fisher.
Green, green, green.
Good side-by-side start for your front row, but Andy Gross going to have a little bit of room coming out of 2. So is Schilling. Here comes Tackman, the 67 car with a big move.
Caution is out.
And caution once again, so we will end up with a green-white checker. Chris Johnson and Ricky Johnson both backwards back here. We'll see what happened to them out of 2. Oh, little contact, little spin around. And there goes the 64 car up and over. So, restarts not being kind to a lot of drivers. We'll have a green-white checker, but J.J. Schilling was able to get second away from Ryan Fisher. And R.J. Tackman picked up 2 spots real quick on that restart as he shot the gap coming out of 2. Went between Rundle and almost got past Fisher. Just fell a couple of feet short of making that a reality. But now he's got the outside on the restart. May be able to do something with it here. So we'll get ready to go green. We'll take the green. We'll come around for the white, and then we'll get the checkered flag. So 2 to go.
Green, green, green.
Green flag, and Schilling gets a pretty good start. Gross is able to use that bottom, and he is really good at getting out of the corner, and caution. Once again. That time, I'm going to not go out on a limb. I know that is an orange car. That was the 43 machine of Reed Rundle. Let's go back just a little further right to the restart, and we'll watch Reed Rundle right here. Second in your points coming into the race. Gets a little help from Derek Failing right there, and then just gets rolled up, rolled over. You can see the front end of that car all already damaged. So he lays on the lid. We will drag that car back to its wheels, put it in the infield. Derek Failing also going in. Wow. I'm not sure what was happening there. As this one is going to finish, it looks like under caution. I thought we would get a green-white checker restart right there. So we'd re-rack them and do it again, but I guess we will not. I guess we're going to finish up right there with Gross, Schilling, and Fisher. We're wrapping this one up, so let's get the boys into chat here. Do not see Andy Gross in, but we will talk to Fisher and see if Gross makes it over here.
Oh, yep.
Ryan Fisher, you got a copy?
I do.
Well, man, another solid night for you. You put it up on the podium. You had the lead for the longest time. Tell us what was going on there with that restart when you gave up the lead.
Yeah, I got a better jump than I did. I just tried to pin it down in the bottom and just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I was wondering because, it looked like you were getting really good starts right up until that one. And then Mr. Gross, who is always Johnny on the spot anyway, kind of timed you up perfect and got around you. But all in all, a good run. How tough was the track out there, this tight little 0.3 of a mile?
Yeah, the restarts are tough on here. We were kept picking people up in the backfield. We were just, trying to get going. We're kind of hoping the track may have carried over a little bit, slicked off a little bit better. I think it would have made for some a little bit better racing. But, this track's a tough one. I've actually went to the University of Northwestern Ohio for a while, and watching some of the racing here is on a weekly basis was pretty exciting. So,
well, you guys did a fantastic job out there, and you put the 41 car up on the podium again, man. Who's helping you get it done every week before we let you head for the street stock race?
I got to thank Pink Auto Solutions once again. They're been my main sponsors for all my racing, and Black Sheep Graphics with Blake, and he does an awesome job on my paint scheme. And then we'll do Carbon Digital. He did my car graphics this year, and I'm working on some stuff for next year with him possibly too. So.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us, and we look forward to seeing you in that 41 car here in just a minute in the street stocks.
Thank you.
Your third place finisher, Ryan Fisher. Let's move over and talk to Mr. Schilling. Jason, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Well, man, you come home second. Late in that race, you made a couple of good moves. Put yourself up here on the podium. Talk to us about this feature and how you ended up where you were.
Just trying to be more aggressive than I was last week. Trying to beat Andy. Saw him on the front row. Trying to get to him.
Well, you darn near got there. I think if we get another restart out of that, maybe green-white checker again, you might have had a shot. How was the track for you? I know Ryan said that it really didn't change a whole lot throughout the night.
Yeah, he was right. It was like the heat race for me. I wish the track was slicker. To me, I feel like it would have been more better the side-by-side racing.
Well, still a fantastic run. You come home second, man. Who do you got to give some shout-outs to before we let you get out of here?
First of all, I'd like to say hi to my little cousin Maddie. I know she's watching. Limaland Motorsports, J&A Auto Trim, Roscoff RV.
All right, man. Like I said, thanks for chatting with us, and good luck in the street stock race here in a few.
Yep, thanks. Hope to try to win again.
Your second place finisher, J.J. Schilling, Andy Gross, once again not able to make it to chat with us here in the live chat, but we'll go through our results anyway. Gross wins it. Schilling was second. Fisher came home third. R.J. Tackman with a late race move gets himself all the way up to fourth. Matt Urban in fifth. Brandon Hull was sixth. David Konjorski seventh. Ashton Wheeler eighth. Nick Sobiak, in ninth. Blake Johnson was 10th. Jason Enoch, the 11th place finisher, 12th to Steve Nicholas. Kyle Trito in 13th, 14th to Tony Ichkowski. Chris Johnson, 15th. Reed Rundle ran in the top 5-6 all night long in a late race incident. Relegates him to a 16th place finish. And Derek Failing, your points leader, finishes right behind him. Then Ricky Johnson in 18th, Randy Brunner 19th, and Mark Spittlemeister in the 20th spot. So race one out of the way. We will be back here at Lima in just a few. With these guys in the street stocks. A little bit longer feature for them in the street stocks, so should be pretty exciting. Appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. Do not forget, we got about 20 minutes, and we will be back on the air with race number 2 for these guys. So stay close to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like I said before, if you're on YouTube and Twitch, make sure you hit subscribe. If you're on Facebook, drop by the channel, The Dirt Racing Network. Give us a like, a share, and a follow. You'll know every single time we go live. Until we see you here shortly, guys, keep it dirty